What is going to Valkyrie 40? I did this last year, so I'm gonna try to do it again this year. This is gonna be the top 10 Yu-Gi-Oh cards 2012. 12 tells me a huge year for us guys. We've seen old cards come up and dominate the format. We've seen decks completely cripple, you know, this format or this year, so to speak. I had this list compiled to me and a couple friends, a lot of people I know. I didn't post on YouTube to vote because I thought it would be pointless. I don't do it. So, uh, if there's any changes that you thought should be on the list, something should have been a different number, something should be number one. Please comment below and let me know. Definitely can do a reamp version of this, or just do a future installment, like another countdown type thing. So, like I said, hope you guys like this list. 12 huge year. Hopefully 2013, we'll see some better cards and all that. So this is gonna be a long video, so guys, get some popcorn and let's get started. Starting off number 10 on the list, it'll be Light Pulsar Dragon. Light Pulsar came out, and I believe Starter Deck Dragons Collide. The deck when it first came out, it was really overlooked. It, you know, the fact that you can get red eyes in this deck though was actually pretty amazing. So I guess that's what sort of brought up the deck. This card was broken because when it was moved from the field, you can special summon level 5 or higher dragon monsters. So it would go when Light Pulsar is destroyed, you would get Red Eyes. Red Eyes effect will start from Light Pulsar, so it will become an infinite loop. Uh, Even with Red Eyes at 1, this deck is still seen in top tables. Chaos Dragons will always be here. I don't believe Light Pulsar will be hit. Should. This card is way too broken. But, yeah, so Light Pulsar, number 10 on the list. Heading out to number 9 is that Spider we've seen for years. Number 9 is going to be... Once this loads... Yugioh. Okay, that took forever. So Yugioh's been out for a couple years. I believe it was a Shonen Jump promo card. It wasn't really used that much back then, but for some reason this year it had a supreme comeback. The fact that it was limited and it became semi-limited, people started using it again. A lot of decks this year was OTK based, so Yugioh will help you, survive the OTK, so to speak. Another thing that was really key about Yugioh was that the level, taking your opponent's monsters by discarding, like say a monster, say a level 4, you take the level 4, then use Yugioh's effect to become a level 4, exceeding. This whole year was exceeding. Yugioh became amazing, and the fact that people rarely set because Heavy was back, Yugioh will always be a high beater. So Yugioh is number 9 on the list. Now, for next one on the list is that slut that everyone everyone runs in the deck. Tour Guide from the Underworld. Tour Guide been out for I'll say maybe 2 years, maybe a year and a half. I'm not 100% sure. Came out in Extreme Victory. When it first came out, it was highly overlooked because synchros were still big, but later on we got to see how broken this card is. I mean, you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh without hearing Tour Guide. Everyone knows what Tour Guide is. The thing that made this card broken was the old combo that they teach you to follow because of Exceeds. The combo would be you would get Tour Guide, get Sangan, Exceed for Leviathan, detach Sangan, search for Valor. That used to be broken, but thank God we don't have the rule anymore. We go by OCG now. This card was ridiculous. I believe at its peak it was like 300 for a playset, but it's been reprinted from a star foil to a black rare to a super rare, and it's been semi-limited. So everyone can get their hand on Tour Guide. It's really not that hard. So that's Tour Guide in the world, and this is an extra on the list. It couldn't make it the last second, so this could be the first extra. Boundless Trapple. Boundless Trapple made a huge comeback this year. The fact that we lost priority made people run Boundless even more. No point in running Psalm Warning to pay 2,000 when Boundless Boundless does essentially the same thing. Obviously, you need to have a 1,500, but Bombus were easy to find. There were commons, there were rares, and even those jumped up in price. I believe the super ones, they rose to like 120. It was ridiculous, but Bombus, You see people tend to sign him now, but this card definitely made a comeback this year. So next on the list is a card that came out years ago, but got I guess you could say a revival because of two annoying cards. Up next on the list is none other than Soul Taker. Soul Taker came out in Gladiator's Assault as a secret rare. It wasn't really used because yes, you control your opponent's monster, but given the 1,000 life points was not really good back then. And you can easily run Smashing Ground, which does the same thing, but you don't have to get your opponent life points. So Smashing Ground was obviously the better choice. However, when such cards such as Life Puzzle Dragon and Emerald Hero the Shining came out, it made them lose their timing on their secondary effects. So Soul Taker became the instant side two or even main two in some decks. Soul Taker definitely amazing. It was used so much that it even got a reprint in Legendary Collection, so I thought that was pretty cool. Uh, Soul Taker, just not really much to say. I guess it's now a staple in side decks, so join the ranks of Thunder King and whatnot. Up next on the list is that pesky little bug that everyone hates. You guys already guessed it. Up next, gonna be Exactor Hornet. Not really much to say about Hornet. It was just the most irritating card in my opinion of the year. The fact that just you take every little spell, trap, or even monster, it was irritating. People didn't set because Hornet would just pop it. Me personally, I'm so happy it went to one. I mean, I really lost a lot of games just because this card. This made Inzector is really fearsome. This and Dragonfly, obviously, that's why they're at one. But I mean, even at one, they're still a threat, but I guess you could say they're more controlled, as like so to say. But yeah, Hornets they're still really good. I think they're like 40 when they first came out, but now you can find for cheap. You can make a good Injector deck if you know how to play it. Next on the list is that really annoying carrier. You guys already know what that is by now. Wind Up Carrier is the Mighty. This was the card that made wind ups really broken. When this card was at 3, you have to really question yourself that turn. When you're pulling summon the first Zamani, it's like, damn, I gotta die this turn. There was no way to stop. I mean, well, if you had Veiler, Veiler was really the only way to stop it. It was ridiculous. I guess people could say Chain Maxi, but then again, they're still getting effects, so it doesn't really matter. But definitely when this card was to 1, it slowed down the deck. But then again, windups don't need to go Zenmighty to win. It's just an extra push. So when your opponent summons Zenmighty, it's best to just Veiler it or just Bomb Sit something because it will do a number on you. So next up on the list is gonna be once it opens. White screen. It's take forever. Alright. So these two cards, they shared I guess a number on the list. It's the two cards that came up first turn that would completely wreck you. It's Evilzar Lagia and Evilzar Dolka. Lagia and Dolka obviously have been ruining this year. First turn Rescue Rabbit gets these two cards. It was really irritating. As simple as this: Dolka negates effects by by detaching one steam material. Lagia is a walking sound warning. You just attach 2. When these two cards came out, you really had to waste your resources on getting rid of them. It really wasn't easy. It's I mean, you can still find them now. They're really not hard. They've been reprinted. Dolka, Dolka been reprinted as a secret, even though it really was secret, and Lagia is super now. So, you can definitely find Down Rapid decks still ramping in this format. It's really the best decks format. So, what more can say? Lagia and Dolga. So up next on the list, I think it's number 3 on the list. Is that pesky first turn Exceed that everyone hates. You guys can already guess it. It's the rank 3. It's gonna be Wind Up Zenmaines. Not much to say about Zenmaines. The fact that It was, I think, at its peak like $120. It was a first turn, just instantly. God damn it! It was one of those cards. You really had to save your compulse. You had to save that warning, um, because anything you do, you'll get punished by it. It was ridiculous. Uh, Everyone has Demons now. I mean, you can Demons should be in everyone's extra deck. It's not going anywhere. It's not getting semi-limited or anything. Demons will always be here. It'll always be irritating you first turn. Now, number 2 on the list is a card that was so cute. You wouldn't be mad if your opponent drew a first turn. Can you guess what it is? Yeah. Number 2 on the list would be Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit, it was really, really hyped before it came out. Obviously, it was going to replace Rescue Cat, but this card is, honestly, it's so much better. But there's a reason why this card's at 2. This deck single-handedly have dominated this year. It was too late to come in my list last year, but Donna Rabbit, you can't go anywhere around here and Donna Rabbit, damn it. So that's Rescue Rabbit. The last card on the list that was an extra is Dum Dum Red Eye Darkness Metal Dragon. Red Eyes really made dragons broken, so to speak. It would revive dragons 2800 beater, and it was very easy to come out. The sad part is that obviously it went to 1, and I guess Chaos Dragons slowed down in a sense, but even still 1 Red Eyes, you can still make some damage. Just find a way to protect it. So you guys seen the list. Now, I don't know if you guys can guess what number 1 is, but no point guessing. I'll just tell you right now. Number 1 on the list, the best card of the year, Max C. Alright, Max C. When it came out, it really wasn't much. You can find one easily for like 20. The fact that it was a secret, it was, it cost a lot. But when lineups start coming out, this punished lineups so hard, it would really stop them in their tracks. Many decks, this card is honestly in the ranks of one of the best side deck cards, one of the best main deck cards. When your opponent drops Max C, you really have to stop everything you're doing, because if not, you're really, really gonna be at a disadvantage. Not really much to say about Max C, except that it's been reprinted, so everyone has it, and I guess just play your cards right. So that's pretty much all I can say. Really hope you guys enjoyed this list. Other cards that that couldn't make the list was like Grapha, the best floater in my opinion. Wind Up Hunter, if you guys remember at the beginning of the year, the very annoying wind up loop and other stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there are any cards that should be on the list, please comment below. And hope you guys have a great new year, and can't wait to see the list in 2013. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Back before we sign out. Happy New Year.